Hello friends, welcome to Rebel Moon Tarot. Welcome back if you've been here before. It's been a little minute since I've posted a video, and I was feeling kind of overwhelmed in my energy. And I had done a couple of readings, but they weren't feeling authentic. They felt forced, and I want to be genuine when I post readings. So I have taken some extra time in meditation before doing this reading today, and I was also guided to do the pick a card reading a little bit differently. As I was cleaning up my space to begin, I knocked over my angel number cards. Now, I don't know if you have this deck or if you've seen this deck, but there are so many cards, and they flew all over the desk, all over the floor, and one of them stuck into the heater, face up. I thought that's kind of funny, and so I picked it up, and the number 151, which is the number I'll be watching for closely, because I believe it was a message to me, and I believe it was a message for me to give to you today. So, make magic. When you see number 151, I want you to remember this message. Your angels say the time is now to create your future. The things you want are not just going to happen on their own. You'll need to create them. The steps you take today have a direct link to what happens to you in the future. Sit in a quiet spot and take 5 deep centering breaths. As you inhale, envision supportive energy flowing into you, and as you exhale, know that what you want wants you. So, in keeping with the make magic message for us today, I have selected the Magician card for the 3 piles. So pile number 1, this is the Magician card for the Unfolding Path Tarot deck. The pile number 2 is the Magician card for the Light Seers Tarot deck, and the pile number 3 is the Magician card for the This Might Hurt Tarot deck. Now, the Magician message really is about your own manifestation abilities, right? Your own manifestation energies. And so on some level, that will, ring true with all 3 messages. However, there are some slight specifics in the messages in the card, maybe some considerations of directions and that sort of thing. They also read a little differently. So take a moment, select which pile you're most drawn to, and the timestamps will be below. If you're drawn to more than one card, that's fine. There might be more than one message in the reading for you. And as well, I'll ask you, not to be concerned if parts of the reading are not resonating. It just means that they're meant for someone else. You don't need to make it fit. If the message, or if one of the messages that comes through the readings is for you, you'll recognize it. You will intuitively know that it's your message. So please just be open to that. And yeah. So if you need a little bit more time, pause right now so that you can look at the cards. Otherwise, I will meet you in your pile. Pile number 1, you have chosen the Unfolding Path Tarot. And this Magician card is coming through to tell you that you have what you need to begin to see this manifestation. So there's some feeling of maybe holding back because you don't have every last thing in place. Like you don't have it's coming through like a movie. Like you've got the script, and now you don't know what to do with it, because you think you have to have, you know, everything in place. You have to have all the actors in place, all the locations in place, all the everything in place, but you've got the script, and that's where you need to start, right? You have the story, it's within you, and that's where you need to start. So you don't have to have the whole thing planned to the end. For some, this is like an energy of wanting to begin something. I'm getting as well a message of wanting to begin a daycare, but you don't have exactly all the things you want to have. You have what's needed, okay? You have what's required to get you licensed so that you can become a daycare provider. But you want to have this, and this, you know, perfectly in place. And this is a message coming through to say, take what you have now and begin to create it. Because if we're waiting for things to happen before we begin, then we're putting that waiting energy out into the universe, and that's what we're doing, right? That's what the universe sends back to us, is more waiting, more reasons to wait, right? If you're looking for reasons not to do it, and you're waiting for them to come, they will come. Okay, so just do it. This card's coming through to say you have what you need. You have the desire, you have the will, and the whatever it actually is, whatever this energy, however this is going to manifest itself, you already have it within you. You have the knowledge, you have the creative ability, you have the words, however this resonates for you, but it's internal, and you need to make it external. You need to actually physically start something now, okay? And it's beautiful that you have what you have so far, and you have enough to begin. Look at that. The High Priestess came through as a second card. So that's pretty clear. If this is resonating with you, the High Priestess card just came out to tell you, like, that's an acknowledgement, right? If you were thinking, yeah, that's kind of how I am, the High Priestess came out to say, no, that is how you are, right? That is how I've been behaving. I haven't been trusting my inner knowing. I've been expecting maybe other people to step in and take parts of it, or, you know, feeling a little bit like maybe I'm getting the sense of almost imposter syndrome, right? You know internally you can do this, you can create this, you can make this happen, this can become it. But then there's a voice in the back of your head saying, can you really? You know, no one's ever done this at your age, or, you know, you maybe don't have all the talent, skills, whatever. Insert judgment and crap talk right there. So coming from probably how you were raised, or feedback you've gotten from peers, or you know, maybe well-intentioned friends who are trying to protect you from something. But the High Priestess knows, you know. So this imposter syndrome is you having it, you knowing it, you having the power to begin to have this in your life, and instead you're listening to that imposter syndrome. This is a message to, you know, stop that. A message from the universe to stop it. Stop. You know, listen to your intuition. You know what you have. You know what to do with it. You know what you want to do with it. there's another message in here that I haven't captured because they're not giving me another card. So let's look at. All right. I'm really getting the message for someone that you think that you can't do this because you're not old enough to do this, and that people won't take you seriously because maybe you're younger in age. All right. This Magician card with this High Priestess is saying, if you'll notice, they're quite young in the Magician card, and you know, rather older looking, you know, wrinkles and such in the High Priestess card. But they're the same, okay? Because the Magician wears scars all over the body, plain to see. And those scars are from wounds that have since healed, and with the healing has come the wisdom, which is held by the High Priestess, okay? So you don't have to be 80 years old to have lived what feels like many, many lifetimes, right? It's about your experiences and your situations and your perspectives. It depends on how you were raised, where you were raised, traumas and blessings that you've experienced. I mean, that's where this High Priestess inner wisdom is coming from. So yeah, you stop it. That's what Spirit's saying, stop it. And with that, I just threw a bunch of cards on the floor. So I'm just gonna pause the video and get them. Okay, so as I sit back down, I'm not going to use those cards. If they're meant to come out, they will again in the reading, but I know some readers, when they drop their cards, I'm just Miss Nosy and curious, and I always want to know what the card is. Even if they're not going to read it, I always want to know. So I'm going to tell you, if you're like me, what the cards were. 10 of Cups, 4 Swords, and the 6 of Pentacles. But, oh, and I'm all out of breath from... Wow, sorry about that. I'm all out of breath because it was kind of an ordeal to get under the desk. All right, let's see. So it likely wasn't even because I'm just gonna, you know, it's only gonna be a second in the editing, so it may not have seemed like a big ordeal, but it certainly was for me. Playing Twister, getting under my desk. Okay. We have the 2 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah. So, yeah, this is going to be some hard work. All right. The 2 of Pentacles is a message for you that, yes, you are going to have to balance some things. So this Magician card, this kind of nudge from the universe to go for it, it doesn't mean that it's going to be easy peasy, and you know, you're not going to have some things you have to do along the way. The 8 of Pentacles comes through to say, yes, there's definitely some hard work that's going to be put into this. But you know, with the 8 of Pentacles, and I love the card in this deck because we all know, I think, that a ballerina, and she's at the bar there, that a ballerina works so hard and many years, and really their bodies take quite an intense toll from all the you know, from the dancing, the practicing, the pressures on their joints and their muscles. And yet when they continue to do it to fine-tune their craft, and when you see a ballet, it looks beautiful and effortless and you know, nearly impossible. They almost, they make it look almost easy. It just looks beautiful and fluid, and that's what's going to come for you. It does take some work, though. It may take a lot of work, and for some of you, I think what this Eight of Pentacles card coming out after the Two of Pentacles card is to say, what's going to be hard for you, what you may find the most difficult, is balancing this passion, creative thing you want to do with your real life commitments and responsibilities. So it is going to be a balancing act. And there are times that you're going to need to commit more to one than the other. And that's okay. And that's expected. That's kind of that flow that you need to keep. So if you're of the mindset right now, I can't do this, or I can't create this, or I can't make this happen because I'm too busy with all of this that I'm already, doing. It's time to break that up a little. It's time to balance that up a little. If you really look, there probably is some time you can take out of this, or, this busy work thing and commitments and responsibilities you have here. There's probably one you can get rid of. There's probably several you can get rid of. Mind you, you could probably just clear up all kinds of time if you gave a bunch of responsibilities back to the people that are supposed to be doing them, but that's for another reading. You can find space in that busy to do this that you love, to pursue your passion, to pursue this project, whatever this manifestation is in your life. That for you is what I think the work is going to be. And by work, work is intentional, right? She's fine-tuning her craft. You need to be intentional about this. So this might mean making a schedule, or if it's something that is that you're creating internally, if it's something coming from your imagination, or words that you're forming, or what have you, you can multitask. Yeah, let's see. I wonder what this is for you. What is this? Oh, look at that, the Star. That's a beautiful message. And that's the complete message in the Hierophant. Okay. All right. So the Hierophant's coming through in a couple of different ways. Number one, it's coming through as a mentor or a teacher. So if there is someone out there doing something that you would love to do and you just don't understand how they're able to balance, maybe talk to them, right? Maybe reach out. If there are books or videos or, professionals that you can speak to that can help you move your project along, making this manifestation happen, it's time to do that. Sometimes we can expand and work on our own craft in the process of teaching others, right? So teaching those who maybe are even more beginner than we are, beginning to teach them can also expand our knowledge, right? And we can grow with them. The Star card is coming through to say this is absolutely yours for the taking if you want it. It's a reminder to do this freely, be vulnerable, don't compare yourself to anybody else, don't be unique in the way that you bring it forward. The Star card for me is also a card for writers. So maybe you're a writer already and that's what you do, and you want to write in a different genre. That may be that imposter syndrome kind of thing. For someone, this is coming through that you are a writer and you want to write in a different genre, and you feel like you can't do that. You want to, but you're giving yourself all these reasons why you can't do that. And the underlying deck, underlying card, underlying message, whatever, the card at the bottom of the deck, the Hierophant, is coming through to tell you to trust in yourself, trust in the universe, that this is meant for you. I lost the words. Let me have a drink. Myself, for an example. All right, I have always wanted to read tarot cards for you know, for people, to help people, to guide people, to not me guide people, but to read the messages through the cards that might resonate with people in a way that helps them. I've been so helped in my healing journey through tarot, and I've been familiar with tarot, really truly interested, and have been reading on some level probably 30 years. But now I have an opportunity to do this, to read it online, to perhaps find people who will receive the message. And it doesn't look exactly as I'd like it to look. And I do have lots of other responsibilities. And like I said in the beginning for the pick a card, I wasn't feeling authentic for a bit because I wasn't coming in and taking the time to do the process correctly, to be in the right energy, to be in a receiving energy, to receive the messages, the readings, the messages in the cards. All right, I had to do some Two of Pentacles balancing, and if that means that sometimes parts of these responsibilities aren't getting done right now in quite the same way, because I am spending this time here with you, and also receiving my own messages, which I love. So, I mean, this is coming through loud and clear as a message for me, as it is for you. So, because I babbled there, I don't know if I mentioned that I was going to do... I meant to mention I was going to do a pendulum, use the pendulum at the end of everyone's reading for a yes/no answer. So you might want to pause the video right now, because I'm going to do that next. If you obviously haven't had time, I'm springing it on you right away. But you can pause the video, take a moment, think about what you might like to ask Spirit. The options are yes, no, maybe, and sometimes the option is the pendulum won't tell us at all. And that happens. And of course, use discernment, right? It's not a replacement for medical advice or legal advice or anything like that, but I find the pendulum very helpful in spiritual guidance. So one quick recap of the entire message here, then you can pause the video until you're ready, come back, and we'll do the pendulum swing. So, okay, so the overview of the message is that you have inside you what it takes to make this manifestation happen for you, for make this be a reality in your life, for it to look the way you want it to look. Yes, there may be some balancing and some shifting, and you may have to ask people for help, or maybe maybe you and another person could, a friend, maybe you could split childcare. They'll take the kids 2 evenings a week, you'll take the kids 2 evenings a week, and so that you can have this time for yourself, right? It's going to be hard work, But when you've laid down the groundwork and you have the space and time and place to do what it is you want to do, it won't seem like hard work at all. The stars coming through to say that it's all going to work out for you. It's beautiful, and that the world needs to see it. The Hierophant card comes out as a reminder that there are people out there willing to help you if you need help. And also, by you stepping into your own authority and doing this, you are sending messages to the people in your life, to other people around you that are thinking that they can't move forward with a passion. You're setting examples, and perhaps even without knowing it, are a mentor to someone else. So we have the lapis lazuli. I believe it's lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but it's a beautiful stone for truth, and that's why I like to use it in readings. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Okay, here we go. Ooh, the energy. Thank you, Spirit. Show me a yes. Thank you, Spirit. Please show me a no. Thank you, Spirit. Get you to stop. Okay. Please, Spirit, show me the answer to pile number 1's question. Get very, very still. No, it came off very, very still. Now it's a no. So it started off very, very still. So maybe, and then the answer was no. So maybe that message may be that it's not going to be right now, but eventually the no will be there. Or it can also mean that you have some control over the situation. You have some time before it's a no. If what you want is a yes, that hesitation, that just bouncing energy before the no means that, you know, of course, if you exercise your own free will, you can make changes to that. So it's not a definitive no at this point. Okay. So yeah, pile number 1, this has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If it resonated, please give me a thumbs up. Helps other people find the channel, and I'm building a soul tribe here, and I love it. 39 members so far, and I thank you so much for watching the videos, and wishing you all the best, sending you love and blessings. Until next time, pile 1, bye-bye. Okay, pile number 2. I'm going to tell you this right away before I forget, because I forgot to tell pile number 1. We are going to use the pendulum at the end of the reading for a yes/no answer. So if you want to, during the course of this, kind of have in the back of your mind some question you might want guidance on, we will do that. Now, you have selected pile number 2 and the Magician from the Light Seers Tarot card. And I'm getting the feeling that you might be feeling a little bit out of control, and that things are happening in your life and you are kind of going with the flow along with the things that are happening. And as things are happening, you're getting a feeling of, oh, I wish it had happened this way, or I wish I had done this, or I wish I had done that. Of the three magicians that came out in pile number 1, 2, and 3, pile number 2 is the only magician with her head down, or with their head down. Okay. And seeing the power and the creativity and the skills and abilities, that, like, looking at their own attributes, the things, the energies, the things they have to make things in the world differently, but they're not head up and sharing it, stepping into it, or living it, as it were. So there's, you know, it's for some of you, it's time to walk the talk. For some of you, it's time to talk the thought, right? So it's even a step further behind. You know what can be done. You know what can make changes. You know what you would have done differently, okay? And you want something in your life to manifest differently. It could be better. It could be more inclusive. It could be healthier. It could be happier. It could be more efficient. There's something around you that that you can make better with your love and intention, and then whatever it is, this skill or knowledge, wisdom that you have. So it's time for you to become part of the narrative of what's going on in your life, instead of just showing up to it and going with the flow, which sometimes is absolutely what we've got to do. I'm not telling you to go in there and you know, cause drama all over the place. And I think you know that. And considering you've been so go with the flow, I highly suspect that you going in and creating all kinds of drama is not going to happen. But you do have to stand up in your heart space and make those thoughts become realities. This is coming through in so many different ways, but for the most part, I see that a lot of you are still in the thinking set. Like, you see things that are wrong, or you see things that could be better, or could be changed, or you see how you know, a team could work together, or how a project could complete, or how a community could come together, and you're just watching all this stuff that's not working without stepping into it. So move your thought into your talk, and then move your talk into your walk, right? Does that make sense? I hope so. Okay. Now, for pile number 2's, what other messages? You know, this just might be, you might create something, say something, do something that may affect someone else's entire reality. And that may have been your purpose. Okay, a lot of us are out here trying to find our divine purpose, and sometimes it's simply about being there, showing up for another person that could change the course of their lives and your life. I was going to say lives, but I'll say life. I mean lives, but I'll say life. Okay, this one anyway. So you got the Magician, you got the Knight of Swords, and you got the Five of Wands. Okay, so Spirit's telling me that, yes, you've thought about this, and maybe even several times you've taken the initiative and you've got a plan in place, and when you've spoken up, it's just caused chaos, or you're scared that, you know, starting something too quickly is going to cause chaos. But I can say that this Five of Wands energy and these 5 people who are, you know, struggling for really no reason, you know, fighting against each other for no clear reason. Everyone has their own wand. Some are clinging to their wands. Some are hoarding more than one wand. Some people are stepping all over the wands and reaching for something. Everybody's doing something. Everybody's considering their own self. There's the Five of Wands. You may be encountering a situation where it's every man, every person for themselves, and no one has anyone else's well-being or, you know, opinion in mind at all. This is also a reminder that, and right now especially, is people are coming things from different perspectives. People have different perspectives because of different realities that I think were really kind of solidified and sealed. Our realities all became very, very different when COVID hit. So there are some people whose experience has been losses of loved ones and life has never been the same. For others, it's been that seclusion from society and friends and community that maybe has their perspective skewed. Some people have just spent so much time watching news and social media and getting thrown into an algorithm of something that really isn't meant for them. And that's that Five of Wands energy that you'll be moving towards. You'll be moving through. You might be in some part of that, you know, all I can say right now is as many people as you ask, each person would have their own clear perspective on any one question, right? Depending on where they were raised, who they were raised with, what their past experiences have been, what their knowledge is of the topic, what their fear level is, you know, how they've been judged, how they've been talked to, how they've been taught, where they were educated. Everybody, I could go on and on and on, but every single person lives a very individualized life experience. And because of that, there are a lot of people in this Magician energy with their head down, trying to just take care of their own little bubble. And what's happening is the Five of Wands energy is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, it's not your job. It's not your job to heal the planet and the problems of the world, but it is, I think, every person's responsibility to look up and see how we can use our own abilities, skills, talents, whatever it is, how we can use our own energies to make the world around us better. So even if that's the people that you see, it could be simply a smile honestly. It can change an entire person's day, and it can change what may or may not happen, you know, six steps ahead. Now, I was shuffling and I got like a deck of cards here, so I'm just going to go through them quickly. We're not going to lay these ones down. I think this is kind of a wrap up of, I'm getting the sense of, Shelley, you're babbling, so I'm going to give you a bunch of cards, just wrap them up real quick to kind of pull that together. So again, the Hanged Man comes up. Yes, look at things from another's perspective, perhaps. The Queen of Pentacles is willing to share what she has for another. Oh, Judgment. Yeah, this is a moment when people are starting to wake up, yourself included, to the fact that we all have something to offer, that we all are created in the same you know, universe, in the same reality, that we all want essentially the same things. The Eight of Swords. Yeah, so this feeling tied up or feeling oppressed by other people, or feeling less than, or feeling as though you have no control over the situation, that's negative self-talk that's keeping you limited. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, it's about community. It's about helping each other to grow. So, okay, this may not be for you, but it's definitely for me. I was in a situation recently where someone said something that was offensive to me, because it targeted another ethnicity, okay, and unnecessarily so. And it's not my job to fix them. It's not my job to tell them how it's so wrong and put them on the defensive or any of that, but it's also my reality and I don't need to stand for it. So I simply said, no, I don't agree. And I walked away because I don't accept it. I don't want to hear it. And by walking away, I have my own integrity. I have spoken my voice. I haven't created more drama. I haven't tried to overcome anything and you know, overthrow someone's opinion, but I made my own known, and I'd like to think I've, you know, given other people permission by watching me do this to do the same thing. And sometimes the people saying these things or acting in this way are doing so because they want to be part of the algorithm. They want to be part of this dynamic in this plan, and don't actually feel that way. But don't have the strength and integrity to stand up. So this for somebody, this is a very profound message. This is not going to be for everybody. If you're still here, you're the one. Okay? You understand. You get it. You're being called, if you're still here in this reading, you're being called to be part of the solution. Yeah. See, if you're still here, you recognize the devil. And that's that group of people that say, come on, be part of us because we're better. We're better than them because we think, look, you know, act whatever way. We live wherever we live. We, you know, we pray to whoever we pray to. So we're better. Come with us. And the devil energy is a difficult energy sometimes to refuse, especially if you don't wish to be isolated, if you don't wish to be left behind or abandoned, or there's old trauma wounds there that, you know, really, really call you to be one of the crowd. But let me tell you, in that crowd, I know that there are many, many people who would love to stand up and walk away, who really despise the devil for pulling them close, but don't have the strength or don't see it being done, that people are standing up against it. But that's starting to change. Very brave, very strong individuals are standing up and saying, no, this is not okay with me. The silent protesters around the world, you know, the peaceful protesters, not silent, peaceful protesters around the world, pardon me, are standing up and doing just that. And you're being called to expose that devil for what it is. So if you stand in your truth and authenticity, if you stand in your love, and come from your heart space and say, no, I won't tolerate that, and I welcome anyone around me to join me, I think you'll soon find that your circle's much, much bigger than it would have been. Three of Pentacles, community. This pile came out, or that card came out in pile number 1 as well. And it came out as the last card. I think it might even have come, or maybe that was this reading. Oh, I don't know, because when I'm in them, I get so involved and then almost immediately forget what I said. Oh, and the 8 of Swords. Okay. Forgive me, but it was either in this pile or pile number 1 where I dropped cards. Oh my word. If you felt drawn to pile number 1, watch it. If you didn't, don't. And I may or may not have seen these cards in this reading. When I go back to edit, I'm going to go, oh, Shelley. But it's the 3 of Pentacles coming through to talk about community, and that working together, we can grow together and build together and create something really, really beautiful. And it's going to take, you know, it's going to take all of us showing up in our own authenticity, you know, who we are, how we represent, you know, whatever ethnicity we are, whoever we pray to. We can, young and old and male and female and non-binary, however, we can show up, together and build something beautiful. And the belief that you can't be part of it, that you won't be included, that people won't love or want you, that's something that you are telling yourself. The 8 of Swords represents all those, you know, negative thought patterns, a feeling of being trapped, being limited, being tied, like I can't do this, like my whole family thinks this way, and you know, I can't do this. Now, of course, don't do anything that's going to put yourself in jeopardy or in danger. But if you are in a position where you are able to stand up for what you know is wrong, and by wrong I mean infringes on another person's health, safety, acceptance, then stand up. This got, wow. I don't even know if I'm going to post this. Shh. I wish I knew who it was for. I'd send it to you directly. Anyway, yeah, so this message for whoever that is, directly, don't fear the confusion. Don't fall prey to what the masses are doing. Don't, you know, do what's right. Do what's in your heart. You're not trapped. This is your life, and you get to show up in it however you wish. All right. I have no idea what I said, but I feel like I babbled for a very long time. I need a drink. We're going to do the pendulum. I'm going to, pile number 1, I put my hand down because the table's blue and the pendulum's blue, but I'm just going to use a angel number card. So hopefully you can see it. Okay, Spirit, please show me yes. Okay, thank you. Spirit, please show me no. A little stronger, please. Thank you. Okay, now I'm moving, so that's not the pendulum. I'll get the pendulum to rest. I please have the answer to pile number 2's question. Nope, I cannot. You're not meant to know right now. We're not meant to know right now. So maybe ask again, or, you know, if you there's going to be a pendulum at the end of each reading. So if you want to ask another question and you don't want to listen to the reading, you can fast forward to the end of it and you know, ask again. But, yeah. Pile number 2, this has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. It helps other people find the channel. I hope you join the Soul Tribe. You can hit subscribe if you wish to. No cost to you at all. Yeah, if you hit the notification bell, it'll tell you when I upload new readings. And I hope to see you and spend... What was I saying? I hope to spend time with you again in the future. Until then, love and blessings to you, my friends. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. I'm just going to say this now so I don't forget. Pile number 1, I forgot to mention until the end. But we're going to do a pendulum question, if you're into that at all. It's yes-no questions. If you want to maybe think in the back of your mind of something that you want to ask at the end of the reading, we'll do that. Okay. Your Magician card, you have shown up in your badass energy, right? Like, you are making something happening. You are laying down the law. Like, this is how it's now going to look because you are creating it to look this way. All right. This card comes through to say you have all the elements that you need. And each of these symbols represents one of the suits, which represents one of the elements. So the stick here is the wands, which is the energy of fire. Okay. We have the cup here, which is the water element, right? We have the sword, which is the air element, and the pentacle, which is the earth element. Okay, so you have everything it is that you need to make this happen. So use your passion. Move forward, make this happen from your heart space. You know already how to do it, and you're going to make something tangible out of it. Okay? You're calling on all of your abilities, all of your resources to make something happen. It's a reminder as well, Magician, pile number 3, to move into this from a place of love. Okay. Ooh. Justice. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for justice. And the message coming through to me right now is fairness and justice aren't the same thing. They are not. Sometimes what's fair can actually represent an injustice. Okay, so fair and justice is the same thing if all things are created equal. So, for example, if we have two people and one person has an empty cup and one person has a cup half full, and we want, you know, things to be fair, then we go and we give person number 1 half a cup of water, and we give person number 2 a half a cup of water. That's fair, right? There. That was fair. They should both be happy, right? Well, this person has half a cup of water and this person has a full cup of water. So it was fair in what they were given, but it's not justice, right? So for justice to happen, the first person with nothing in their cup would need to be at least given a half cup. And then fairly, we could distribute the half cup around. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do I understand what I'm saying? This card has been laying, yes, okay. 4 of Wands, beautiful. So Spirit's telling me, yes, Shelley, you brought that together, beautiful. 1111 is the number I get when I see this card. For me, 1111, oh my goodness, for me, 1111 shows up when it shows up at times to tell me, yes, this is bang on, right on, what you are where you're meant to be right now. And we have the Magician number 1, the Justice number 11. We have the 4. But for me, the wands in this card look like 1111. So yeah, this is a very important message for you at this time. Oh, 6 of Cups. Nice. So this is someone remembering where they've come from, you know, and remembering about it fondly. It's also about sharing gifts that you may have gotten in childhood. And I don't mean physical gifts. I mean, if you had people in your life who were nurturing and supportive, and you felt loved, and yeah, there was a lot of kindness and gratitude. You know, maybe you were really able to use your voice, and your voice was listened to and considered. If those things, if that is how you were raised as a child, those are gifts, those are blessings that you can share to others, because not everyone was raised with that kind of support. So if you do have those past life experiences, and you can be kind to another with the same compassion and patience that maybe was you were treated with, you will help heal the world 100%. If you were not raised with those values and blessings. It's time now to go back and share that love with your inner child, your inner wounded child. And we all have inner wounded childs to some degree or another, right? So even those worlds that look absolutely perfect, even that life where, you know, maybe you were supported and celebrated as a child, and you know, there is still a childhood trauma there, and only you know what it is. And it may be the pressure to remain, you know, the good one or the smart one or the sporty one or whatever. You'll know what it is. So if you have this in you to share with others, please do. And if you didn't receive it as a child, it's time to go back and reparent your inner child with this, with these messages. That may be the manifestation that you're making happen. That may be, see, okay, so, okay, all right. The Four of Wands, oh, I'm getting all kinds of messages. All right. The Four of Wands is also, you know, it's a marriage card. It's a creating a family. It's definitely a family card, a family dynamic. All right. Okay. So the Justice card and that message coming through next to as the family, I think is really important when we consider other people, when we consider ourselves. There are a great number of people in the world, I believe, who are in a great deal of pain because they believe they are less than. When, in fact, we are all born beautiful and blessed and worthy and innocent and, you know, truly exactly the same. And then when our cups are handed out to us, some of us receive, you know, lots of blessings in the cups, and some of us receive nothing in the cups. Some of us receive very little in the cups. Like, you'll know where you are. And in that, water represents the love and support that should have been available for us. So when considering other people, particularly people who may be angry, may say things to hurt people, or may lie and steal and cheat or what have you, it's important to remember that they were born innocent just like we were. And then what has happened to shape their perspective in their life from day one is how much has been poured into their cup, right? That came as a great big metaphor. I hope it resonates with somebody. We're taking such a, ooh, yeah, 4 swords. Yeah, sleep on it. We've got 2 4s here. Look up angel number 44. We also have a 6 here. A 4 and a 6 become 10, and a 6 and a 4 become 10, which comes down to 1, right? We have all sorts of 1s, 111. Sleep on it. if you kind of half understand what I've said, but you're really not sure if that's where you want to move forward in your manifestation, sleep on it. Knight of Swords. I'm not sure, but I feel like the Knight of Swords has come out in every reading. Maybe not in pile 1, but yeah. Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is the card of burdens, right? And the Ten of Wands really kind of represents carrying more than your fair share, but it's also 10 being the ending, right? It's the ending of carrying all the burdens, and we're all not meant to carry all the burdens of the world. We simply can't. The message, you know, if you could turn off the news every once in a while, or stop doom scrolling every once in a while, and really find some way to find the beauty and the blessings in your reality. Find some way to show someone that you care, you know, that they're loved, you know, that you support them. And, you know, barring being able to that, if you can smile at a neighbor in, you know, in public, or a stranger in the mall, or hold the door for someone, like these simple acts of kindness will spread, right? Yeah, the world is not yours to carry. What you can be responsible for is your own life, how you show up, how you respond. Don't react, respond. A reaction is something that comes to us instinctively, right? So you know, it's a reflex, and depending on how your reflexes were formed, right? So you'll know, you know, like I have PTSD, and I live with it, and I'm healing, and but yeah, it's still, if you tap me on the shoulder and I'm not expecting it, I'm gonna turn around and scream in your face. Like, I just am. But that's my reflex, right? That is my reaction. And I'm working on making my reactions responses. So the response to the tap of the shoulder would be me feeling safe and you know, comfortable, and being able to turn around and respond to whoever just tapped me on the shoulder instead of screaming in their face, right? So I don't know how I got on that. I don't know. I apologize. I'm so sorry this went all over the place. I hope the message resonated with you. If you're still here, then you get it. And if you want to comment below, you don't have to share with me how it resonates, but a thumbs up will let me know that, you know, you understand what I'm talking about here. All we can't control the whole world. All we can control is our own reality, our own perspective, our own response. And we have the power to make that happen. We have the power as magicians to create our own reality based on what we give and what we'll accept, right? And get some rest. That's always a good message anyway. All right, so we're gonna do the pendulum question now. If you're not sure what you want to ask, maybe pause here for a few minutes, because when you unpause, we will be asking the pendulum some questions, or your question. Yeah, did I have anything else to say? use discernment. I mean, the pendulum is a guidance tool, and just like the tarot cards, it may not resonate with everyone, but you'll know your truth. You'll recognize it. Okay. Also, understand that people have free will, and this is going to be the most likely outcome, depending on your question, based on how things are today. All right. Let's see. Let me get you to settle, please. Okay. Please show me a yes. Thank you very much. Please show me a no. Thank you very much. If we could stop. Please show me the answer to pile number 3's question. That's a pretty clear no. So let me know if that resonated with you in any way. Okay. And yeah, that's been your reading, pile number 3. I hope it resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. It helps other people find the channel here, and we are building our soul tribe, and I absolutely love it. And I would love for you to be a part of it. If you're not already, you can hit subscribe. No cost to you. The notification bell will let you know when I upload new readings, and I really hope I share space with you again. Until next time, sending you love and blessings. Bye for now.